What makes Buffalo's pass rush particularly different?
They had a really good plan, man. They have good pass rushers, and they had a good plan of doing some games and stuff up front and pushing the pocket. So credit to them. They had a great plan, and they have great players, and they made a lot of plays today.
How disruptive was that to what you guys were going to do today?
Yeah, I mean, just when they're playing the man-type coverages, trying to get some guys open down the field, and they did a good job of pushing the pocket. So I got to be better at working the pocket, finding different lanes to step up through. But when I was able to, we were able to hit some shots down the field, but it's just got to be more consistent with that.
Take us through the 4th and 17 and sort of what you felt the flow of the game was after you guys converted that.
Yeah, I mean, big play, obviously, getting into the end zone on that drive on the 4th and 1 as well. So Coach just trusted us, man. We're kind of in that range where it was too long of a field goal, but there was no reason to really punt. So, I mean, Coach gave us a chance, and guys, Rasheed did a great job getting open in like the last window. So big play, but obviously we didn't capitalize on the momentum of that play.
What's sort of just your overriding takeaway from this game, especially sort of as you go into the bye week? I mean, how do you sort of look at things overall?
Yeah, I mean, we've had great moments, we've had bad moments. We got to be more consistent as a team. I got to be more consistent at quarterback. And we got to be able to battle. I mean, we've kind of been in a lot of these tight, close games in our history, but they're not going our way now. So how can we deal with that adversity? How can we be better and learn from it? I mean, you only learn from so many losses. I mean, you gotta learn from it fast, and it's gonna be an uphill battle when we get back. But I think our guys are up to it.
Patrick, can you put your finger on the disconnect you guys had on offense, specifically on 3rd down?
Yeah, they did a great job. They did a great job rushing the passer. I missed some guys open on certain plays, and they did a good job of being in the zones that we wanted to throw it in. That's a good football team. I know they had some guys down, but they're coached very well. They play extremely hard, and they did a great job today.
We kind of heard you through the wall there. What was your message to the guys going into the bye week?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just we got like I said, we got to learn from it, but it's kind of like you got to do it now. Like there's no easy game coming up, and there's no more chances that we can really take losses. So I mean, you got to learn from it fast, and we got to be better as a team. Offensively, we got to be better, especially on some of those big drives we had in the second half. And I think we'll just continue to push away and learn on this bye week, and then come back and be ready to play our best football coming off of it. Yeah, we got to find a way to get in the end zone. Just after the big play and getting down at the half-yard line, kind of the run play, we weren't able to get in, and two chances for me, and I tried to get to Trav, and obviously he took the big hit. But we got to find a way to get in the end zone. So I got to be better there, and situationally we got to be better. I thought we had a couple of those where we didn't really execute at a high enough level, and that's why we got the loss.
The 4th down or the 4th quarter interception, I'm guessing, is just more of a give somebody a chance as opposed to taking a sack there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you don't want to throw interceptions, don't get me wrong, but if you're going to throw it, make it down the field and give a guy a chance in that situation. And it almost worked out for us because we were able to get the stop and have a chance at a Hail Mary a couple times. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to take the sack there and throw it up there. Maybe you make a big-time play or something like that, but they made a play and were in the right coverage.
Your emphasis is on the next opponent, but given the past patterns you've had the Bills both in regular season and postseason, can you envision that kind of scenario when it all plays out?
I mean, we got to get there first. I mean, we got a lot of good teams in our division, and they're playing really good football, and we're down there at 3rd place right now, and so we got to get back and get ourselves right. You know, we got to play better football, and right after the bye we're playing Denver, and so that'll be a huge game for us. And so, how can we respond with this bye week, getting ourselves better, and self-scouting ourselves so that we can be better and go up against a tough division opponent?
Hey Patrick, did you get an explanation on that intentional grounding?
Well, I was just trying to say that it got my arm and the ball kind of got hit, and that's why I was trying to throw it closer to the guy down the field. But I mean, it's a judgment call, and it's not reviewable, so there's nothing you can really do about it. But I was just trying to explain myself that I was trying to throw it closer to the guy down the field. I wasn't going to throw it to him. I was going to burn it, but obviously they didn't see the ball get tipped. But that's part of the game. You know, you got to move on from it.
Patrick, this matchup has been crazy. So many ups and downs. Josh Allen going against him. What's it like preparing for you to be in this environment?
Yeah, you know, it's going to come down to a couple plays, you know, and they made those plays today. Josh played amazing. They ran the ball well, and their defense had a good game plan. And so it always comes down to these certain plays in games where you got to go out there and make the play happen, and we weren't able to do that today.
Okay, thanks, Patrick.
Not only can the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback hurl a football 80 yards, but he was clocked at 60 miles per hour on the radar gun during the 2017 NFL Scouting Combine, tying the fastest recorded throw in that showcase. And if that's not impressive enough, remember that former MLB reliever Pat Mahomes' son can also toss a baseball 9.5 mph. When an errant throw from Mahomes during Sunday's loss to the Buffalo Bills bounced into a cameraman squatting in the end zone, the result was understandably devastating. Although the camera was undamaged, the crouching man was knocked down like a bowling pin. This should be attempted murder, one fan joked of the pass intended for Travis Kelce. Later the NFL confirmed he's okay, though the league did not identify the MAN.AS for Mahomes. That misfire was one of several on a putrid day for him and the Chiefs' passing game. Not only was he limited to 15 of 34 passing for 250 yards, but he was sacked 3 times and tossed an interception as well. And even though he and Kelce managed to convert a miraculous 4th and 17 to set up a 2-yard Kareem Hunt touchdown run, the Chiefs still fell to 5-4 with the 28-21 loss. For Buffalo, it was a 5th consecutive win over Kansas City during the regular season. However, the Chiefs hold the 4-0 postseason edge since 2020. "You know it's going to come down to a couple of plays," Mahomes said. They made those plays. Bills quarterback Josh Allen played great. Travis Kelce injury update: the Kansas City Chiefs suffered a massive blow during their blockbuster matchup against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. Travis Kelce had to be taken away after he took a hit on his chest just before halftime. The 36-year-old, however, mouthed a few words to Bills fans as he walked off. Kelce was kind of missing for the early parts of the game. He seemed a little off. However, it was in the second quarter that Patrick Mahomes attempted to connect with his star tight end. On 3rd down, Bills safety Cole Bishop shoved Kelce in the end zone. Both of them were sent to the locker room, and Kansas settled for a field goal. Orchard Park, with the game hanging in the balance, the Buffalo Bills' first-round draft pick, playing in just his second NFL game, made the play that saved his team Sunday night at Highmark Stadium. The never-out-of-it Kansas City Chiefs were trailing 28-21 and facing 3rd and 10 from their own 24 with 4:27 left to play. Patrick Mahomes dropped a pass and tried to heave a deep ball to speedy Xavier Worthy, but cornerback Maxwell Hairston was right with him, and he made a leaping interception at the Buffalo 33. From there, the Bills' offense churned out a couple first downs, but when Matt Prater doinked a 52-yard field goal off the right upright, the Chiefs remained alive with 22 tantalizing seconds to go. However, the Bills survived 2 Hail Marys and escaped with a thrilling 28-21 victory, their 5th straight regular season win over the Chiefs. It's a huge win for the Bills because the division-leading 7-2 Patriots refused to lose as they won their 6th straight game. Now at 6-2, they remain a half game behind, but New England currently has the head-to-head tiebreaker because of their Week 5 triumph in Buffalo. The Bills exploded out of the gate with an 84-yard game-opening drive capped by Allen's 23-yard TD strike to Dalton Kincaid, but the Chiefs responded with a drive that began after the Bills failed on a 4th down conversion at midfield. Rashee Rice scored on a 3-yard wildcat run, and then Kansas City went ahead 10-7 on a Harrison Butker field goal. Buffalo came right back as Allen found Kincaid for a 47-yard gain to set up Ty Johnson's 3-yard TD run, and then Allen put together a 60-yard drive which he capped with a 1-yard keeper. Butker kicked a 19-yard field goal to end the half, but the Bills moved ahead 28-13 late in the 3rd quarter as Allen scored on another 1-yard keeper set up by his 28-yard pass to Elijah Moore. However, you knew the Chiefs weren't going to just die. Mahomes converted a ridiculous 4th and 17 with a 29-yard pass to Rice, who somehow got wide open, and eventually Kareem Hunt scored on a 4th and goal run from the 2, and Mahomes found Travis Kelce for the 2-point conversion that cut the Chiefs'